Hello there and welcome back to Game Time with Kit. Apparently starring a sleeping dog towards the side because she's decided she's taking over my bed, and frankly there's nothing I can do about it. So in the previous episode we finally beat the final dungeon of Majora's Mask. I'll make it incredibly clear that since we last played, I picked up some rupees and I went and checked a spot that I thought a heart piece might have been in, just to double check. Yeah, I'd already had it, but that's all we've really done. We have to wait until 12, so if I pull up the heart pieces document, it's the final day, so we literally do not have time for anything really. So I don't really... We're in a bit of an awkward situation with heart pieces because we need to get the two granny ones, which might have to be relegated to a cycle on its own. But in fairness, all we actually need is... No, we can definitely do it. It just might take a moment. So we actually can't do any of the heart pieces now. So we're going to do the single most tedious thing we can do. We are going to grind for rupees because we're still a couple of thousand away, because I've taken less cycles than most people do to beat this game. Admittedly, I'm not entirely sure how people take so many cycles, myself included. But then again, gotta remember, I've done multiple dungeons in a cycle. Most people don't do that. I don't have a map of Clock Town. I'm not getting one. I'm not including that in the 100%. I just can't be arsed. It takes time. Usually I'm one of those 100% means 100%, but I'm not being pedantic today, I'm just not. So we're gonna fight Takuri a couple of times because frankly he's the quickest way of making bank. So yeah, I'm in a mildly better mood today. I actually didn't play any of Oracle of Seasons today. Quick note, this is about a day after I last played. It's been about a day since I last filmed. I'm filming this a few hours after the episode went live. So I'm in a better mood today. Not overly thrilled with the fact that I'm fighting this bastard again, because I hate him. So we're not going to get the bottle this cycle. We're going to get the postman's hat. I need to not let Takuri hit me. Because we want this. That's helpful. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be grinding for rupees a lot. I don't really have much better. I don't have a much better plan. So yeah, funnily enough, I finished Wizards of Waverly Place today. That old Disney Channel show about, well, wizards in New York. It was good. I really liked it. I do think that the rules of the wizard competition are ridiculous, But hey, Disney Channel's gonna Disney Channel. Right, we aren't going to fight Takuri several times. Like, we're going to fight him a couple of times, but not several. I already hate the bastard without increasing the amount of time I've got to deal with the fucker. So... I can't believe the dog used the fact that I wasn't in here as an excuse to break in. Nuisance. But yeah, I also watched both movies today, so the movie and the special, because technically speaking Wizard's Return isn't a movie. Very small distinction, I know, but still one I like to be correct on. But yeah, so yeah, it was a good show, but the show knew how stupid its rules were, and to be honest, the ending was kind of predictable. You know, I wasn't sure initially in the show, like, it could have gone any way it wanted. But on top of that, I wasn't really aware of, like, where the ships were going, because this is the one show that didn't really follow the law of sitcoms at all. A theory I've devised about basically how the main character, the male and female leads who meet at the start of the show will become a couple by the end. That'll be the endgame ship, which it's about time that theory failed. It's beautiful and I love it, but it got a bit tedious. Like, every show I seem to watch follows this law that I made up. I don't always want to be right about things. But yeah, so Wizards was a good show, and I think people should watch it. That's assuming people haven't already, because, well, it was a Disney Channel show in the 2000s. Like, I'm telling you, I adore the, I adore the 2000s for its teen sitcoms, to be honest. Like, although a lot of them I didn't necessarily watch, there's a vibe to them that fits the era I grew up in. And that's what I like about it. You know, even if I'm not nostalgic for the content, the vibes can have me fully nostalgic for it. Right, it's 11 o'clock in game, so keep going for now, and then we won't go at exactly 11 because no, exactly 12, because because once we've done it, there won't be a whole lot to do. Like, we can't really use the priority mail until the night, and the only thing we've really got to do is the key to mask, which we will get when we go, but yeah, so the reason why towards the end it was becoming quite predictable that they were going to give us some kind of like cop-out, like happy ending for everybody. I call it a cop-out, it's not really. Like, I'd be okay with it if not for the events of the finale itself, because if I'm being honest, the moment that they did the fake out ending with okay, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old, not 20-year-old show, like a decade-old show. So during the finale, The main character Alex's best friend and her brother Justin's best friend, who is Harper's boyfriend as well. They end up getting taken by this magical creature. I think it was a griffin. And first of all, not a single person in that room bats an eyelid that two non-bloods know about magic enough to be able to go and check on the others. But also, like, obviously Crumbs knows that Harper knows, but kept it, like, to himself. But either way, not important right now. But because of this, they ended up timing out on their Wizard Family competition. You know, I'm just going to go and do the side quest stuff. The problem is so they timed out, and that meant that none of them won, and therefore they lose their powers. Now, don't... Oh no. Maybe it's 12:30. I definitely did what I needed to do. But yeah, so... The thing is, like... Justin blames Alex for it, because it was... Technically speaking, it was Alex's idea to go after their friends who'd been captured. But, and this is a big but, had they not have gone, their best friends would have been dead. Pure and simple. Crumbs even said that the part, like... This is bad, this is bad, this is bad, I don't know what's wrong with it. I need to check. Day three. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. It's not letting me in. Please tell me it's not about to. Still locked. Why is it not working? Hang on. Let me check something. Because I spoke to Kafei like 3 times to ensure that he didn't have anything extra to say to me. Let me check real quick. I did do all the tasks for the question 1 cycle. Okay, we're gonna have to... Annoyingly enough, we're gonna have to waste a cycle. Didn't we just know something was gonna go wrong? I'm trying not to look like I've just lost a will to live here. I don't know what went wrong. I spoke to Kafei? Like, hang on, let me double check. I did everything right, the game's wrong. Something went wrong with the game. Which is really quite annoying as I... Huh? Dog making noises. Okay, so... I don't understand, like, what went wrong here, but something did. And... as usual, the problems that I face with this game have absolutely nothing to do with anything. You know what? We'll try one more time to get inside. To be honest, I thought Anju was supposed to... I thought Anju was supposed to have, let me check something. I shouldn't have, but it's always possible. I've been known to make mistakes before, so... Thing is, why would I? I wouldn't do something as stupid as this. No, I definitely... You're not supposed to save the old lady on night 1. Right. At 3 o'clock, we'll go and check again. Yeah, I know it seems arbitrary, but like... I have a weird feeling that the, Let me check that page I was looking at. That's not helpful. What I need to know is 3D changes unnecessary things. Like a lot of unnecessary things. So perhaps the advice on Zelda Dungeon is now catered to Zelda 3D. Usually they're very good at informing of alterations. It's been a while since I last did this quest, so... Like, I've 100%ed the N64 version of this game a few times. Okay, no, I've done it once, but like... maybe twice, I don't really remember. But... The problem with this game is that it doesn't really work like that. Like, you get what you get, like, when it comes to this. I don't know what my point was. The problem with this game is that it takes a long time to, like... No, it's a bit of a time sink to complete. I know that I've proven the opposite, that... Because this is the least amount of episodes that I've ever seen a Majora series be. We're only up to about part 10, and we're already ready to round things up. It's quicker than doing it the Goron way. Like, God forbid that there's actually issues with the emulator that have caused this. Like, it shouldn't be. But I've had weirder issues with the emulator causing soft locks. Not this emulator in particular, but like... I've had it be that in Breath of the Wild that certain shrines have been blocked off to me. Admittedly, that may have been my mods, not my emulator. But yeah, so I don't know what's up with this. I suppose we just use it for what it is. Time to go and collect stuff. I feel like this isn't the first time that I've checked this, but I don't trust myself in the slightest. So while we're on track of fixing my errors, I actually think I did work out all of the things that I was missing. I did end up having to, like, real quick use a guide, because there were things that I didn't really, like, think about. Admittedly, I'd have remembered them by the end of the game. This is really infuriating. Like, if a glitch has caused the game to just not process it, I'm going to be a bit annoyed, because but yeah. It'd be so weird if a glitch broke my Anju and Kafei quest. It would also be very indicative of my life. What I might try and do is I might try and quick save and re-enter the game, just in case. Though I don't actually think that would help, even if, like, I say even if there's a glitch, I've actually verified that all the steps that need to be taken have been taken. But yeah, what I was saying before about Justin and the way that, like, he annoyed me in the finale. The way he behaves after they have their powers taken, temporarily removed because it was actually another test. Blaming Alex. Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, 3D changes it. Cheers, mate. We'll do the Keaton quiz in a moment. It's a good thing I didn't reset. Like, okay. We probably won't deal with the dialogue side of this. This is more of a speed play session than anything else. Right. But yeah, no, so Justin gets actively quite angry at Alex and treats her like shit after they lose. And to be honest, like, he's a terrible friend to Zeke in that moment. And it does annoy me a bit, because he's then rewarded, because in fairness, he showed a moment of integrity in the final challenge of the Wizard competition. But, like, that integrity was too late, in my opinion. His actions spoke louder than his words in the bit preceding it. And to be honest, I don't know why anyone would want to be involved with him after that behaviour. We're going to do this in one. I'm aware this does absolutely fuck all, but I'm putting it on for luck. Seriously? My baby. My baby girl, and she's just sat there sleeping where I'm supposed to sleep, because life's unfair. I'm really hoping I'm stood in the right spot, because if I'm not, this could be immensely annoying. Well, clearly it works on Kafei. But yeah, so... Yeah, so the whole thing with the competition was just stupid. Because Justin is then rewarded because he lost, technically. Like, so, first he wins because Alex helped him. Which is quite interesting. I never thought that would be the case. And then he reveals to everyone that actually Alex helped him in Maze of Mist. And then, like, sorry. Like, Alex gets turned into a full wizard, and then Crumbs pulls Justin aside. And this is so predictable because they were both dating magical creatures, whereas Max was dating a mortal. So therefore, a Disney Channel show is not going to end on a sour note for anybody involved, aside from maybe a villain. But Wizards only really had the one villain, and that was the Angel of Darkness guy, who was defeated several episodes prior. Again. But like, as a general rule, they didn't have any like recurring villains. It's almost time. But yeah, so I did take issue with it a bit. Because I'd already decided that I hated Justin for his behaviour. So to see him rewarded for it was really quite something. Well, we'd better hurry up. I better hope I don't screw this up as I've been known to. Don't waste my time with cutscenes. Busy. Just hurry up. I can outpace this. It's not going that quick. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I've screwed this up. No, I haven't. See how slow it's going? I guess it wasn't letting me pull it backwards before because of the fact that I had what's it called? I could have done the Keaton quiz before, but I can just do the 2 heart pieces that we got coming up. Right. We don't have a lot of time, so... And we've got a lot of ground to cover. I still need to upload the reaction. Okay, I've got it. I've got the order to take it. Okay. Get dressed, mate. We have 5 minutes. Well, we have 6, but... Oh well. While we're at it... But yeah. The funny thing is, you're going to see the entire thing again. We'll catch up to him. He ain't going to get any further than us. Told you we'd catch up. Pal, I know you can move faster than this. I'll give you my bunny hood if it helps. I asked for it back. We're about to get the final 2 masks in the game. And then all we got to do is... Wow, this is insane. We've got to do this quest one more time with an alternate ending, but it's pretty much time. Are you ready? Ironically, we don't actually need to go and give the pendant to Anju. We're going to anyway because, well, why wouldn't we? The funny thing is, it'll bring us right next to where we need to be. Could even take a quick detour. I'm not going to. I'm going to wait outside like a dutiful friend. But yeah, I could go on about the emotions in this part of the game, but to be honest, I view it as a side quest these days. I think the story is phenomenal, but it's been too long. I've played this game too many times. Interesting. But yeah, I've played this game too many times to really view it like that anymore. We have rupees to get rid of as well. be here by now. Where is he? He shouldn't. He's actually right on schedule. As always. I love how it magically turns the time to like midnight, because Lord knows I went quicker than anyone else ever has on that. Hell, it hadn't even scratched 10 o'clock. The only part where I so much as panicked was when I had to move a fucking block. Dude, I'm rooting for you, but please return to me. Right, that's it. Don't make me go in there. It's impressive, isn't it, how we can suddenly start getting a shift on when I go in there to go and check on him. Hurry up and sit down. I'll help you. I'll relieve you of the weight on your head. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, so I hear. Come on, dude. We have one final round once this is done. And then, just watch him go, yippee! Right. And it's time for the final mask before the moon. He'll be here. Naturally, he's keeping me waiting as well. Oh, God. I'm getting what I came for. I could get the 2 heart pieces in this cycle. Well, naturally... Yeah, 4:30 AM. 1.5 hours. We've got time. We're gonna go and... There's no point in sitting here doing nothing. And with this, we're going to be on to our final events. The only part that I'm actually a hazard in is over. We have 4 more heart pieces to get once this is done. Come on. Let's finish this. I'm probably going to make this a filming block. I don't know. We'll see where we're at time-wise. Because if it's no longer than... ten. Stop hot. Cooking. Flute. Carnival of Time. We have 4 heart pieces to obtain. And believe me, it's going to be frustrating getting the final one. To be honest, the entire thing could be a little bit of a problematic time, but to be honest, as long as I get what I came for, I don't really care how it happens. $3924, $3294 rather, which leaves us with 3294. 1,706, I believe. It's going to take 3 full wallets, and to be honest, day one is going to be largely spent doing stuff like that. However, I'm just going to wait for our pal Kafei to actually show up as he said he would. I always like to do this last, and ordinarily I would, but I don't think so. I don't know. I think this time I'm gonna choose to handle things a little bit differently. Because to be honest, I don't like the bit where you have to get the sun mask. I don't like it at all. Nice dress. Nice mask. But yeah, I don't like it. So I'm not going to bother going back there. Instead, I'm going to cut the quest off at visiting Big Mama. Not Big Mama. I don't know why I keep calling her that. Madame Aroma. One of the few characters that's vaguely original to this game, although I'm not really sure she is. I didn't see her in Ocarina of Time. Getting antsy. Look, Link's only like 7, so yeah, Link's 7, according to the default menu. He may be 9 actually, I'm not sure. In any case, adult Link isn't adult. Like, according to the default menu. Can't believe I had to use the guide to make sure that that was all working correctly. Okay. Here he comes, bursting through that door. Good lord. You know, Twitter would have a field day about this nowadays. But it's a very complicated situation, and to be honest, the intensity of this story, it's worth the potential problematic element. Although I don't really think it is problematic. It's not a story about a woman and a child. He isn't a child, and it's not like, oh, he's an immortal being. You know, they were... They were in love since long before Skull Kid cast that spell. The only thing is, when I think they should have had a model for Adult Kafei for their wedding in the credits. Okay. Look, I'd love to go and save you all, but there's some things I need to do before I do. Right, we have business to take care of, so let's get down to business. We finally took care of one. Without any real complications besides the fact that the time was wrong. We have work to do. Let's get going. We don't have Chateau Romane. I'm heavily tempted not to bother getting it in this cycle either. With a randomizer, I'd have a spot already learned where I can pick it up from. Well, I think I can officially say that all being well, assuming I can make nearly 2,000 rupees in this cycle, which should be easy enough, if a little bit frustrating, that this series will conclude in the next part. It's kind of bittersweet. I say, having done the vast majority of the filming for this series in one go, over a few nights. Thank you all for watching as always. I'm going to cut this off here. And I will see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you next week for the final battle.